Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here from beautiful ISM Raceway, soon to be known as Phoenix Raceway. I am your host, Adam Chapman, alongside Todd Chase Jr. for Trackside Esports Network. Final two races. It has come down to this. We did a big one last week, and tonight it is ISM. Todd, welcome to Phoenix.
Yeah, this racetrack's really unique. We'll see some of these guys go down through the dog leg on some occasion, and actually tomorrow this racetrack is actually going to change as iRacing will be updating this racetrack. The start finish line will actually go from actually where the back stretch is right now, or well, it's known as the front stretch, but it will turn into the back stretch. But the start finish line will actually move toward the dog leg.
So, Todd, this is probably going to be our final race ever broadcasting here at ISM with this configuration, I would guess.
That's what I would guess too,
Wow.
because I mean, going forward, and I think everybody would choose the newly updated.
That's pretty crazy to think about, I guess. Todd, tonight's race, after a very, very, very exciting Michigan race last week, probably the best Michigan race I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Things got a little crazy. The favorites are coming into this playoff was Justin Fuller, Daniel Faulkingham. I think that's safe to say. Both them guys had issues. Justin kind of bounced back a little bit. Daniel did not. Justin down 9 points coming into tonight. Faulkingham 16 points, Todd, with Tommy Ryan, Mike Kelly, Tyler Dalton right now, your top three, with Kevin Brown in fourth as well. Different ball game now.
Yeah, as we're sitting here looking at practice. The guy on top of the board right now is Daniel Faulkingham, but the guy that we are not seeing right now is Justin Fuller.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We was told Justin was traveling to a friend's house to race, but if he's not here tonight, the championship's over for him. That's guaranteed. But I do want to mention one thing, Todd, something I'm sitting here looking at. We mentioned Tommy Ryan, Mike Kelly, Tyler Dalton. Them guys are second, third, and fourth right now on the board.
Yeah, and Tommy Ryan coming off of that big win last week at Michigan. He's got some momentum going into tonight's race, and I can actually see him actually picking up that elusive win if Daniel Faulkingham does have some issues again tonight.
Yeah, so, I mean, we'll see how this plays out. I mean, we could really, depending on how Tyler and Tommy finishes, I mean, we could, even Mike Kelly, we could be looking at a really good showdown next week for the final race of the season. So, going to be fun to do so, Todd. So, let's go ahead and actually go over to the racetrack, and let me go ahead and get your pick on who gets the win.
Well, I had said it before, and I'll say it again. I did talk about Tommy Ryan being able to win last week. I'm actually going to go with, let's go Mike Kelly.
It's a good pick. I was thinking kind of the same thing. I'm going to go with Tyler Dalton, I think. It's kind
That's a good pick as well.
Yeah, that's a tough one to pick. I mean, this is a tough place to race. Weather for tonight's race, by the way, is a steamy 110-degree track temp. Not surprising here, being it is out in the desert. Makes sense. Not going to be snowing, that's for sure.
No, I mean, that would be interesting to see it snow in the desert for sure, but...
All right, so, for people that do not know, this race is sponsored by SnapMobile.shop. Todd, I want to tell you about SnapMobile.shop.
All right.
5G, Todd, is closer than you think. Very close, Todd. Up there where you live.
They have 5G?
You probably got like 1G.
Probably.
So it's getting closer. But Verizon 5G wireless network, Todd, will be the first in the U.S. market with both fixed and mobile versions. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. What does 5G mean, Todd? You probably don't even know because y'all don't have it.
No.
It means faster downloads. It means better video streaming, which would be amazing for you.
Yeah, I definitely need that.
Yeah, and it opens the door to an immersive experience, apparently, for virtual and augmented reality. Wireless On has a number of 5G-ready phones to support this advanced technology revolution. Check them out at snapmobile.shop. And don't be like Todd Chase Jr.'s town with no 5G. So check them out and get it. That might have been the best pro week we both ever done. Like that was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm sitting here typing it in right now to try and see what I can do.
We're trying to see if he can get some 5G from Snap Mobile. Ready to go qualifying here, Todd.
Yep, you'll see these guys come down.
You won't see him come down nowhere.
Well, you're gonna leave pit road, I should say. Bentley Glasser now rolling off pit road, and he's riding some momentum. You know, the last month and a half or so.
Yeah, this guy Bentley, for people that do not know, he runs on the ASL side of things, the American Sim Racing side of things. For people that do not know, Bentley has won, I believe, Todd, if I'm not mistaken, 4 in a row over there, and he lost the doubleheader at Talladega, but he won 4 in a row so far.
Yeah.
Very impressive. And he's done well in here as well, so this man's getting good.
Yeah, you'll see him come through 3 and 4 here.
Actually, I'm sitting here looking at his I rating. I believe his I rating has actually even gone up now from what it was. So, out of turn 4.
Yep. Bentley Glasser going to put down a
27.308. I wonder if the second lap's going to be faster. I don't know. I feel like the first might be faster. I don't know.
Also out on the racetrack is Brian Boris Cook. He goes second on the board. Jeff Hollingsworth now out on the racetrack as well. Was third. Now Paul Crumrad goes to third. Hollingsworth goes to fourth.
Now to turn 4. Bentley Glasser going to try to improve. He does not.
So that first lap may be the fastest lap.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing as well. Boris Cook's second lap was slower. Jeff Hollingsworth's second lap was actually faster. He goes to second. Hollyfield coming to the start-finish line.
Hollyfield's going to go to 5th.
Yeah, 5th place right now. Brian Macklin just rolling out. Tyler Dalton also out on track. He has not taken the green flag. We will hop over to Dalton and Mike Kelly here in just a moment. As you see, Ron Hollyfield finished up. By the way, Dory Woods actually goes to second on his first lap as well. Tyler Dalton may have wrecked or reset, so we'll hop over to Mike Kelly as soon as we see Hollyfield cross the line. Does improve and stays in 5th, though. But here's Mike Kelly starting his green flag lap.
Yeah, this guy, he can turn it on like a light switch, that's for sure. Yeah. It's just a matter of where these guys run, and you'll see him go down through that dog leg and cut in turn 3 and 4.
Reminds me a lot of you. Hasn't picked up a win this season, but competing for a championship.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely sporting the Matt Crafton role of, 2 years ago, as you see Mike Kelly go to second on the board.
Tommy Ryan also out there. We'll look at him here on his first lap at the 99 Northern Tool and Equipment Chevrolet, winner last week. First win, by the way, for Tommy Ryan last week. And your current points leader with 2 races left in this series. He's trying to become a champion, which would be pretty astonishing. I'm not going to lie. It'd be a pretty amazing feat for him to do so.
Cross turn 4. He will go to Tommy Ryan. Tommy Ryan goes to 3rd on the board. Tyler Dalton goes to the top of the board.
Daniel Faulkingham out on track as well. He goes to the top of the board. Kevin Brown also out there. He's on his second lap now. It looks like his first lap didn't count. Now, I don't know. He goes to 10th. I don't know if Tyler Dalton or Kevin Brown's first lap, I don't know what happened, but it said he put down a 26. I don't think he did.
I don't think so either, but Daniel Faulkingham crosses the line again. Does not improve on that first lap.
That's a close time right there between him and Dalton and Glasser as well. Even Tommy Ryan. I mean, honestly, all the way back to 5th is under a 10th separating them. So that may be it for qualifying. I do want to go ahead and say this, Todd. You know what I'm about to say. You know who's not here.
Yep, Justin Fuller.
So Justin Fuller's championship hopes pretty much going to be done. If he does not grit up on this race, his championship hopes are done. It don't matter if he wins or not next week.
Yeah, and that actually makes things a little bit easier for some of these guys,
Yeah.
like Mike Kelly and
All of them, yeah.
because now they just
Dalton.
got to worry about Daniel Faulkingham.
Yeah, and I mean that's the thing. If you're Tyler Dalton, Bentley Glasser, or Tyler Dalton, Tommy Ryan, Mike Kelly, the guys that's first, second, third in points, you just want a top 5 finish.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a top 5 finish in this race, I mean that makes it a lot easier to winning. You get a top 5 finish in this, your championship hopes are really high going into next week. So we'll see. All right, grading has begun. And Here we go. Look at your starting lineup here for tonight's race. Daniel Faulkingham, row 1 with Tyler Dalton alongside. Going to be a good battle up front. One of the hottest drivers in this series and in the last month, no matter what series we have been in. Bentley Glasser with last week's winner. Tommy Ryan, your current points leader, going for that championship. Mike Kelly, also at a points hunt with Brian Macklin, another favorite to watch out for. Alongside him, Doy Woods, EJ right there in 8th in row 4. Ryan Howard, still looking for that first win. Howard is in the points championship, but he got taken out early last week and really hurt his points hopes. With Kevin Brown alongside him in that 93. Watch out for Brown. He's won a couple races. Jeff Ryan, Scott Simley right there in 11th and 12th. Right there, Jeff Hollingsworth, Brian Boris Cook in row 7. In row 8, we got the 8 of Randy Yoakum with Ron Hollyfield. Brian Wortman, Paul Krumrod, PK back in here in row 9. Charles Woods, Doug Roth right there in the 40 and the 43. Mike Montesi, Michael Waters. Keep calling Michael Waters as well, and Mike Montesi both practice pretty well. Doug Sigmund and Jose Polanco in the 70. Jay Reda Watkins, Gerald Livingston, 2796, row 13. And row 14th, last but not least, 27th place, Joseph Burgess. He likes starting back there.
Yeah, and ultimately that allows him a little bit of a buffer in case something does happen.
Sure.
In the first couple of laps, he can actually get through it.
The Chevrolet, Ford Mustang, Toyota Camry, hybrid, Tesla, pace cars out front right now. They had to charge it a few times.
Yeah, has not left pit road yet. I wonder if it's got a dead battery.
What do you think of the electric cars, really? Do you like them? I kind of like the Tesla in a way. It's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you could get one, that's pretty cool, I guess. But I don't know if I'm a big fan, but the way gas prices aren't maybe the way to go anymore. So, ready to roll here, Todd. 120 laps. Race will not take very long. Pit road going to be a factor.
Yeah, you'll see these guys coming all the way down pit road. They got to go basically from 160 or so mile an hour all the way down to 45. And these racetracks, especially being in the desert, that apron's going to be colder and it's going to be dirtier than the actual racetrack. So we'll see these guys actually getting loose, coming onto pit road, and actually sliding through their pit stall.
So here we go, getting set to go.
Yep, and there goes the pace car. Waiting on the green flag. It will be Daniel Faulkingham and Tyler Dalton. Green flag is out in the air here at ISM for the final time until the service updates the track. Daniel Faulkingham going to get a decent restart, or get a decent start going into turn 1.
Yeah, most likely our final broadcast here at this configuration. So we'll see if we can enjoy this. Bentley Glasser side by side with Tommy Ryan. 4 people.
Glasser went down onto that dog leg, and it didn't hurt him as much as you see Tommy Ryan now going to go use that high side, and I feel like the high side might be a good area
especially
to be
early.
in.
Yeah, especially early. I feel like you're going to be able to get that grip and run that high side off the corner. Todd, I do want to mention in here in turn 1, we got some good side-by-side racing a little bit further back with Doy Woods, the 41 also there, VJ, and the 93 Kevin Brown. Turn 1, very unique here. Turn 1 and 2, you can be a lot more aggressive than people think out of that exit.
Yeah, and as we got a yellow, our first yellow of the night, you were right. You can actually drive that, drive into turn 1 really deep and allow that truck to kind of slide up, because then from there, that's where you get your drive off and head down the dog leg.
I don't know what happened to the 74. He's running that pink breast kit. So he was on the dog leg. And then just lost it. I mean, it kind of looked like his steering wheel kind of locked up right into the wall. I don't know what happened. So, caution number 1 comes out. Faulkingham going to hit the pace car a little bit here. It's okay. Don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know why Daniel Faulkingham is out so far ahead of the pace
I think he
car
was
here.
just doing it just so he wouldn't get hit. I don't know. That would be my guess.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, we're just here so we don't get fined, so we don't know anything.
We don't know much.
So.
All right, Todd. So we'll do this. Kind of picking up where we started last week's race off at our quick and early caution. Not too surprising, I think, when it comes to here. This race is known for lone green flags, but does have its times where cautions can come out.
Yeah, and I mean,
oh my God, Astros are killing the breeze.
We don't want to talk about that right now. This racetrack with the restarts, it can be a little crazy at times. You know, we'll see 3 or 4 wide, coming, through the dog leg and stuff. And I mean, cautions do breed cautions. So I mean, we could actually see some cautions going into turn 3 and 4 here once we go back to green. So I mean, it is early, but we've always said this before. Cautions do bring cautions. So
yeah, hopefully, which we will get a green flag run in here, I'm sure. I don't know what the pit window is for this. You can go a long time. They run 100% fuel. You could run a long time on fuel here. But the thing is, I think tires are going to be more important than fuel. I mean, you could probably run 60 laps here on fuel, I would guess.
Yeah, I kind of feel like you're going to want to change tires before you get fuel anyways. With it being the track temp being over 100 degrees,
Yeah,
we'll
I
see
wouldn't
these
be
guys
surprised to see some people kind of pitting here if we do get like a small green flag run, even 10 laps, and check that tire wear. Especially if you're towards the back, I think it's a good idea. Because there's a chance you could stretch this to a one-stop race. And we've seen guys do that. So, we'll see, though. We should be getting ready to double back up. Pace lights are still on, so we should be doubling up this time and get ready to go back green.
Yeah, and while we're waiting for the lights to come off pace car, I will bring up the fact that we are actually doing a broadcast here on November 6th for, I believe it's for Extra Life. I will be broadcasting that. We will be at Michigan with the trucks. So if you're interested, there is a $15 entry fee for that, but any kind of proceeds that we get for that will actually be donated to Extra Life. So if you are interested, you can message us and we will get you signed up for that.
There you go. So, Extra Life's a good thing.
Yeah, and I don't know how many of you guys know Eric Eastep. I know you watch him, and so do I. But they were actually doing their race tonight for Extra Life, and I want to say he was talking about how Extra Life in the last 2 years have they've raised a whole bunch of money. As we go back green here at ISM, Faulkingham gets a good restart into turn 1. Tommy Ryan gonna slide up a little bit. Not going to hit Tyler Dalton, as Dalton will get the run out of the corner as they go down the dog leg.
Yeah, just riding on board a couple of these trucks out here. You ride with Bentley Flash on the outside of the 2 of Mike Kelly. Remember, Kelly just wants a solid run here tonight, and he will be completely happy with that. What do you think of Phoenix? Is this a track you like? Do you not like it?
I do like it because it is challenging. I mean,
I've never won.
I was going to bring up the fact that tonight, in a way, our trouble spots are definitely going to be, trouble spot is going to be turn 4, with this hot racetrack and everything else. We've seen in practice how some of these guys, the truck just would not turn. So, I mean, and that's what I love about this racetrack, it being such a challenge.
What I feel bad about no Justin Fuller and that championship run that he was on, not going to happen now. No matter what happens, he will not be running for a championship next week. So, tough break there. But
Yep.
the guys up front are the top 3 all championship drivers, trying to solidify their chance to win the championship next week.
Yeah, Faulkingham doing a really good job. I mean, he's got a half a second lead right now, but to him, I know that's not enough. Because when you got Tyler Dalton breathing down your neck and Tommy Ryan, breathing down your neck as well, you're going to want to be out more than a second on these guys.
Oh, Brian Boris Cook a little sideways off turn 4. He needs to collect and he keeps going, but going to have a little bit of pressure here for 13th from Mr. Jeff Hollingsworth. He didn't have the pressure anymore. Not anymore. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, like when it comes to this track, I'm just not the biggest fan of this place. Don't get me wrong, it's a different style of racetrack than what these guys are used to. I respect that, I get it. I'm just not personally a fan. I've never been in here. So that's my reason for the place. I mean, it is what it is.
Got a good battle here for the 14th and 15th position. Randy Yoakum has gone past Jeff Hollingsworth. Them guys looking for some decent runs tonight.
Yeah, Jeff Hollingsworth and Randy Yoakum side by side. Yoakum trying to take over 14, and he does. He makes that pass on the high side. That's actually a few times we see the pass being made on that high side. Right now, biggest mover, by the way, Todd, just to let you know, is Mike Montesi. He is up 4 spots since the drop of the green flag. So
is Kevin Brown as well.
There you go. Yep, Kevin Brown's the 6th right now. I don't think he's running for a championship. Let me check. No, he is not. So for people that want to know who is running for that championship, and still has a chance, all besides now Justin Fuller, unfortunately, Tommy Ryan, Mike Kelly, Tyler Dalton, Kevin Brown, Justin Fuller, Daniel Faulkingham, Ryan Howard, and Jason Brom. Brom is a very long shot. Now, is he in here? I don't think I've seen him. No, he is not. So we're going to be down to 6 drivers for the championship, maybe even less than that, honestly. Ryan Howard has some bad luck. He's 18 points behind the leader coming into this. Still has a chance, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah, right now he's setting his sights on Brian Macklin. As you see Macklin battling with Kevin Brown. Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah.
There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of our top 10 are championship drivers. Just to let you guys know. Actually, Todd, there is only 6 of our championship drivers even in here, so there you go.
Yeah, another guy I'm looking forward to having a solid run tonight. He's no longer running for a championship, but the 41 of EJ O'Rourke. He's had a rough couple of weeks. He just needs a solid finish here tonight. I mean, like I said, I know he's not running for a championship, but you definitely want to still end the year out or end the season on a high note.
He's got to win this season. And honestly, he was in contention for way more than that. His last win wasn't too long ago, back on August the 18th. He won at Daytona. But there was multiple times where he finished 2nd or was in the lead. I mean, he's got a lot of laps led in this series. So, that's unfortunate for him. I think he's got a total of, I don't know how many laps he's actually led, but it's been a lot.
But yeah, meanwhile, we've got our top 4 here pretty much kind of checking out on the rest of the field. You got Bentley Glasser here. Doing a nice job so far.
Yeah, Boris Cook, by the way, side by side with Jeff Ryan. This is for 12. As they stay side by side right now.
Good battle here.
They've been side by side for about a lap now, and Cook going to take that spot away using a dog leg, cutting it off. Here comes the aid of Randy Yoakum looking to the inside.
Yeah, and I was actually just going to mention this isn't just a 2-car or 2-truck battle. It's kind of like a 5 or 6.
Yeah, you can say 6, I guess. Yeah. Mike Montesi once again a big mover. He's at 5 spots right now.
21 looking under the inside of the 3 of Jeff Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan. He fell back quite a bit in the last 3 laps. I don't know. He's got some damage, I believe.
Yeah, he's got some. Yeah, he's got some right front damage. May have gotten the wall out of turn 4.
Definitely hard contact there. And that's the thing with this track; it's easy to get in the wall. The exits come up on you pretty quick.
Yeah, and like I had mentioned before, turn 4, once your tires go, I mean, it's hard to get through that corner. Looking through the rest of the field, everything's pretty much
single file,
single file, kind of spaced out a ways. Mike Kelly doing a good job here, running 5th as Jeff Hollingsworth now will get around the 3 of Jeff Ryan.
Literally have the sponsors up from Sunday up, and I forgot to take them down. My fault.
Yeah.
My fault, Snap Mobile. We still like you though.
Yeah.
I will say you get the best readouts out of everybody.
That does happen when you go from
Sunday broadcast, yeah.
Well, you go from broadcasted on Sunday to now it being Wednesday. So,
broadcast schedule for this week kind of spaced out a little bit.
Yeah.
We got a broadcast tomorrow. Tomorrow night broadcast. Will not be able to Friday. Don't think I'll be here, so. But broadcast Saturday is no broadcast Saturday, no broadcast Sunday, no broadcast Monday, and a broadcast on Tuesday to return to URL.
Yeah, which I am excited for that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. And then we'll be back here again on Wednesday for the season finale. For the Sim500, guys.
Yeah, I do want to elaborate a little bit on tomorrow night's broadcast. That's for the Red Sox Racing League.
Yeah.
They're actually starting their U.S. tour for this season. So
North American tracks. Not U.S. tours, North America tour, thank you, Todd. Close enough.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and tell you guys, for people that watch our broadcast over for the Red Sox Racing Series, Paul Gibson was your fastest. With David Shutt, Mitch Heller, Cameron Bidwell, and Nikhil Kofker was your top 5. But I will tell you something interesting. The race at Daytona, Todd, and everybody inside the top 10 was less than a second apart.
So tomorrow night's race is going to be really exciting.
Really good. Daytona's going to really be a good one. I'm really looking forward to that. I love Red Sox, and I expect more people to even be there. They had 23 guys show up at practice. There was a total of 510 laps in that practice session.
Really?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So looking forward to going there.
Back here, we are 27 laps into this one, and it is basically the all Daniel Faulkingham show.
Yeah. Mike Kelly
battling with Macklin right now.
Yep, side by side. A battle of the pink trucks. Who's got the best and who's fastest? I like that 2 truck though, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the 2 truck, even though he's my pick. He does have the better looking pink truck.
Although I like the navy pink too, that's pretty cool. You gotta respect that.
Yeah.
So Macklin takes that spot away though. Fastest truck right now is the 30 at the moment.
Yeah, now the 2's gonna have fallen under the clutches of the 93 of Kevin Brown.
Something interesting. Daniel Faulkingham, Tommy Ryan, Bentley Glasser, and Tyler Dalton, all pretty much matching our leader speed. Very similar times right now being put down across our top 5. We'll check them at the line this time as well. So 636 for Faulkingham, 619, sorry. 616 for Tyler Dalton. Tommy Ryan a 577, 575 for Glasser. I mean, they are identical with our race leader right now. That lead has not grown. It's literally been between 8 and 9 tenths for the last few laps.
Yeah, and I'm starting to wonder if the 39's tires are actually starting to go away. As you see him getting a little loose off of turn 4.
Yeah, that's something we got to kind of just keep an eye on because, like I said, we don't know exactly when pit stops are going to happen. These guys have big green. They've been on track for 31 laps without pit. We did have a quick caution. It was about 4 laps, and probably dropping back. Jeff Ryan lost a lot of spots there. But for the most part, we'll be green since the drop of the green flag besides one caution. So we don't know what the tire wear is. That's the thing. Like, if the caution was to come out right now, you're definitely going to be on pit road.
Oh, this could be a little interesting here for the 3.
Yeah, I'm back here watching that right now, actually. She mentioned that.
Yeah, he was coming up on that slower car of, I believe it was the 40 of Charles Woods.
Yeah.
And now it looks kind of a little better than what it was before. Charles Woods battling there with the, I believe that's the
PK of Faulkingham, right?
Yeah.
Doug Simone involved in this a little bit. Jose Polanco involved. And also the 27. I'm sorry, not Jose Polanco. J. Randall Watkins is involved. Who's in the 27.
There you go. They pretty much kind of settled that.
Kevin Brown. Yeah, there he is.
I've seen it. He blinked there long enough.
Kind of scared me for a minute. I was like, well, that ain't good.
This guy's known for that. I mean, he usually gets me twice a week.
I know, right? He usually does it once or twice, and you think he's done, he pops back in.
But still, running 7th right now, having a solid run. He's got some pressure being put on by Ryan Howard right now for that 7th position. As they work their way towards turn 1. Meanwhile, back up front, it's still Daniel Faulkingham, and that lead still hovering between 8 and 9 tenths. But overall, we got a battle here for 4th. I thought Tyler Dalton now falling under the clutches of Brian Macklin.
Yeah, Macklin is picking up his pace a little bit here. He's only gained 1 spot since the drop of the green flag, but he's starting to show some speed now. He did close in, and here he goes underneath 19 of Tyler Dalton.
Yeah, it does look like the 19 will hold that spot for now, but I'm starting to think tires are starting to be a factor here.
To be honest with you, this 99 truck, man, he has come to play in these playoffs. Might have a wreck. Yep, EJ O'Rourke just spun out.
Oh, no.
On the front stretch, heavy damage. We talked about the bad luck that he's had out of turn 4, Todd. You talked about spinning out of turn 4. He touches the yellow line, and snap around it goes, overcorrects into the inside wall, hard contact.
So now we'll see these. I can almost guarantee being 37 laps in, these guys are going to definitely come down.
100%. 100% will be on pit road. If you do not pit here, you're in trouble. Because they are, to give you guys an idea, they are literally like 3 seconds off the normal pace.
Yeah.
Maybe even more than that, actually.
So that yellow will actually help Tyler Dalton because, I mean, he had just lost that spot to Brian Macklin, and this is going to prevent him from falling down further. So we'll see who wins the race off of pit road as these guys come down. Hopefully nobody has any issues.
So here they come, and we'll watch the battle for race off pit road. This is a very pit box number 1 is very important here.
Yeah, and I mean, I've seen a lot of races won and lost off of that first pit stall. I mean, if you don't get into that first stall the right way, that's how you can actually lose that lead.
Yeah, you see how much easier it is for Faulkingham and Ryan and Glasser and Macklin, Dalton, and then the race after that was pretty close.
believe the top 6 are remaining the same.
Yeah, it looks like it pretty close. Yeah, I think you're right. I think everybody. Yeah, you're right. Everybody did stay the same. So, caution comes out.
Yep, be our second caution of the night. And when we do go green, it will be Daniel Faulkingham and Tommy Ryan on the front row. So Chapman, what is the score of the game right now?
That's why I checked it was 5-1. I do got some good news for you though, if you are interested in knowing the random news of the day.
Yes.
Are you curious about it?
Yes, I am, and I think this is a good time to bring it out.
Do you got anything, or you want me to say mine?
You can go ahead.
All right. So we'll go with this one. A Colorado hiker who was lost for 24 hours in the Colorado wilderness, which is never fun, by the way, ignored rescuers calling his cell phone because he did not recognize the number. Yep. Yep.
Really?
Yep. He gets lost, and apparently he thought somebody was talking about his car's extended warranty, and he said, nope, want to decline that one. That's crazy, man.
I know. It's
How
like
stupid can you be? I'm sorry. How stupid can you be? Lord, we're full of morons. Let's go, Brandon. We're full of morons.
Yeah.
I'm not playing, man. You're ridiculous.
Who knows? Maybe he thought it was Michael Myers calling him as well.
That's the worst movie I ever seen in my life. Y'all have not seen that, dude. That's so stupid. Anyway, green flag already come out. Don't get me started on that. That's gonna make me mad.
Yeah, it will. Like I said, it will be Daniel Faulkingham and Tommy Ryan looking for that green flag. Green flag is back out as Ryan did not get a good start.
Yeah. Well, not the best start, but I will say Bentley Glasser side by side.
Yeah, Mike Kelly doing a decent job running that high lane. He's going to be able to clear the 18 going into turn 3, and he's going to set his sights here on the 30 of Brian Macklin.
Battle up front, Todd. Tommy Ryan putting some pressure on.
Yeah, and this guy, like I told you, the 99, he's no slouch.
No, when he got that win last week,
He's got that one win, and just like we seen with Chase Elliott a couple of years ago, getting that first win, the wins just kept coming and coming and coming. So now, I think this 99, he's got the better truck than the 39 right now, even though, you know, he's stuck in dirty air. So we'll see if this 99 can get around the 39 as he'll drive it in deep here in turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, Faulkingham does not having that clean air is very important here. So you see them both running identical race lines. Going to be curious to see if they get the 99 moves up a little bit to try to get it right out of the corner. Right now, running a little bit different around there. Not much different. It's going to be about the same as they come off the beginning of that 5.
Yeah, also Kevin Brown has gone around Brian Boris Cook for 8th. Paul Crumry getting around, I believe that was Charles Woods, is now Joseph Burgess climbs up in, it was Mike Montesi who also.
EJ, by the way, 41, one of our guys we talked about quite a bit, back on pit road.
Yeah, not having the run that he wanted tonight. I mean, at this point right now, he's only one lap down, but, I mean, you're not really running for a championship anymore or whatever, you know. Is it even really worth?
Yeah, I mean, if you know you're not going to win and you wreck, there ain't no point, you know. understand that type of aspect. You already got damage, yeah.
But meanwhile, back up front, the 99 still putting some pressure on this 39 of Daniel Faulkingham. You know, and I was just looking, the 99 is kind of trying to find a way around the 39. Through 3 and 4, he was actually running like maybe a half a lane up, you know, up higher than the 39, so it's kind of entering through the middle and diamonding the corner off. That's allowing him to actually get a good run off of turn 4.
Pretty good racing right now, for the most part. It's just so tough to pass, Todd. I don't think anybody's surprised by that. We've seen a lot of these shorter tracks this season with this package be pretty tough to pass with, or pass with this package.
Yeah, I mean, iRacing did update this package. I thought it was this package. Maybe it was the intermediate or bigger racetrack package, but I mean, some of these races, they're still hard to pass, like you said.
Yeah.
You know, there's just that invisible bubble there between the leader and yourself, and you just can't break through. I mean, you can also drive right next to him, but I mean, it's just, there's no way.
I agree. So everybody is single file throughout the entire field right now. Nobody's side by side. If we still watch this battle for the race lead, it is still Faulkingham who has led every single lap so far. We are coming up on our halfway point in this one. Actually, Mike Montesi just got around PK for the 18th spot. Montesi actually, yeah, she got damage. Yeah, there's a little bit of damage. Actually, pretty heavy damage.
Yeah.
So he was a little bit further up than that before pit stop.
Right now, the person I'm really worried about is this 19. He's falling down to 7th. And he's losing ground to Ryan Howard. So, not the run that Tyler Dalton wants at the moment. Thought we were going to see a battle there, I believe, for 5th or 4th. I want to say that was Bentley Glasser and Mike Kelly.
We got Ryan Howard there as well in the 33. Alright guys, you know, we'll wait a minute. We'll give him a couple laps just to get 7 or so laps away before I turn it up segments. We'll just wait. Todd, you got a big football game coming up this weekend.
Yep. Up here, I know I at least call it War Week. It's basically where Michigan and Michigan State play each other, and this year there's some implications on the line. I mean, right now they're both 7-0. They're both ranked inside the top 10, and I thought I had heard whoever wins this game has the better chance at being in the college football playoff. So,
all right, let's go
see how
to
that
a full
goes.
rundown.
All right, right now it is Daniel Faulkingham leading the field. Tommy Ryan running 2nd. Brian Macklin running 3rd. Mike Kelly running 4th. Bentley Glasser running 5th. Ryan Howard 6th. Tyler Dalton 7th. Kevin Brown 8th. Brian Boris Cook running 9th. And Scott Simley running 10th. Randy Yoakum running 11th. Doy Woods running 12th. Jeff Hollingsworth running 13th. Ron Holyfield running 14th. J. Randall Watkins running 15th. Jose Polanco running 16th. Doug Sigmund 17th. Mike Montesi running 18th. And Charles Woods running 19th. Jeff Ryan running 20th. Paul Ryan. Yep. Running 20th. Jeff Ryan running 21st. Joseph Burgess running 22nd. Gerald Livingston running 23rd, who's 6 laps down.
Yeah, the other two, EJ and Brian, is out. I don't want to say out. It's not officially out, but.
There's your halfway rundown.
All right, so with the halfway rundown, we know what comes next. Todd Chase.
It's time to turn it up.
Guys, enjoy. We'll be back here in a few laps. Maybe if I can find the button I gotta hit.
pretty much single file through the whole field as Daniel Faulkingham isn't really pulling away that much from Tommy Ryan. At last I had checked, just when we went to our Turn It Up segment, we could have literally thrown a blanket over the top 5, but now it seems like everybody's kind of starting to space back out again. It's kind of like the yo-yo effect.
Yeah, that's the thing with these tires, honestly. And you know this, once you start putting some laps on them, it becomes kind of a second nature of the track. Rob McElroy and Tommy Ryan here for second. That's something Brian really don't want to give up. Or, I'm sorry, Tommy does not want to give up. But still, Tommy and Mike Kelly doing exactly really what they need to do to have a chance at that championship. Like I said, a top 5, I think, Todd, will be big for them.
Yeah, sometimes a win is big, but just getting a decent, solid, a solid top 5 finish is just as effective, as that win.
Yeah, with this championship round being 3 races in the round, it's not like the Final 4 reset for the final race at Atlanta. So, I don't know. It's still going to be overcome a victory. I mean, it's still going to take a lot to overcome it, even if Faulkingham wins. And Ryan finishes second or third, and even Kelly finishes in the top 5. It's still a little bit to overcome, but it does make it manageable. But once again, that race kind of out of Faulkingham's control, I feel like. That it's going to be depending on how they finish. Once again, it's going to be in Tommy Ryan, Mike Kelly, and even Tyler Dalton's hands.
Right.
To be able to win this championship. They control their own destiny. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and as you've seen, Tommy Ryan was unable to hold off the 30 of Brian Macklin. You know, Macklin kind of sent it in here in 3 and 4 last lap and was able to kind of close up, you know, kind of close the door on Tommy Ryan.
A pretty good matchup back here with Randy Openboy was Jeff Hollingsworth. All three black trucks with red on them. 87 and 97. This is actually for the 11th position. Woods is up there a moment ago, kind of screwed up a little bit.
Yeah, these guys are actually having a solid run as well.
Yeah, we always say if you finish top 15 in this series, you've done something pretty good. So.
Right. Yeah, 70 laps down, you know, in this one. I mean, pit stops could be any time now. We had these guys come down right around the lap 40, as you see Mike Montesi and Charles Woods gaining some spots. Mike Montesi going to 16th and Woods going to 19th. But like I said, you know, pit stops are coming. I mean, we're working lap 31 now on this run. I can actually see these guys coming down in the next 10 to 12 laps.
Yeah, I agree. So we're on lap 72. You definitely want to do it before lap 100.
Yeah, like I said, you know, right. To me, it seems like you can get maybe like a 30 to 40 run on a set of tires. So, like I had said, you know, right around lap 80 or so is basically when the window will open. But up front, it is Daniel Faulkingham leading the field, now enjoying a 1.1 second lead over Brian Macklin here at ISM. The last race that we will broadcast in this current configuration. Like I said, iRacing will have an update tomorrow, and that's going to change the layout and I believe the name of this racetrack.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to see kind of how, you know, the track changes or what it looks like on iRacing.
I mean, iRacing did put up a video earlier, kind of like a ride around, and it looks much better than what this layout looks like.
I bet. I mean, honestly, this track hasn't been updated in a minute, so I'm interested to see what it's going to look like once they do. Everything's kind of changed on iRacing a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we've got this one, you know, that's finally being updated. We also have Watkins Glen that is the next one on my checklist to be updated. I don't know when that's going to happen, but I'm hoping that it's going to be soon.
I agree.
So as we see Daniel Faulkingham now coming up on some lap traffic.
When is the next time we go to Phoenix?
I am not sure. Actually,
URL or
no, it will be American Sim Racing League on a week from this Sunday.
Yeah, so we will get to see it.
So that'll be fun. Ron Holyfield gets around Doy Woods for 13th. And I think Doy Woods is coming down pit road. Yes, he is.
Yeah, not surprised. My screen from the schedule. Doy Woods is on pit road. That was 38 laps in for this run.
Also coming down pit road is Brian Boris Cook.
So don't be surprised when you start seeing other guys come in. But still, this is still a 40-lap run. I mean, yeah, you can definitely put on lap 80 and feel exactly what you feel now. So not super surprising, I think.
Yeah, my eye is definitely on, Tommy Ryan, Mike Kelly, Bentley Glasser, Ryan Howard, 3rd through 6th. Watch for these guys to actually try to pull some more strategy and kind of pit earlier than Brian Macklin and Daniel Faulkingham to try to leapfrog them guys. I know it's a tough task, to handle, but if they want to win this race, that's what they got to do.
I agree.
So we'll wait and see how long these guys decide to stay out. Don't believe anybody came down that lineup.
Once again, you ran 40 laps now in this set, go ahead and come this time. 40 more. I don't know though. I mean, you could wait, I guess, for about 30 laps to go. 50 on this set, I think you'd be okay. I wouldn't go to like 110 and pit or 105. I would definitely do it before lap 100.
Right. And I mean, the last few Phoenix races that I've seen have ended in long green flag runs. So I don't think we're gonna see a yellow, late in this one. So definitely you're gonna want to pit, like you said, before lap 100 to set yourself up to make it the rest of the way.
So we are
Nothing.
waiting to see what happens. Not a lot really going on at the moment, honestly.
Yeah, and that's what I was just gonna hint at, was nothing really happening. Everybody's spaced out quite a bit in between each other. Is actually, we can actually say that the sun is actually kind of. Yep. So far, our top 3 still have not pitted yet. Well, actually, we could say basically our basically our top 15.
Yeah. So we're coming to lap 85 next time by. We're right on board with Ryan Howard. He's going to right now. Got 40 seconds behind us. Oh, he's saving, Todd.
He may be trying to make this 2-lap 100 come down.
Make this all the way?
I don't think so. I mean, you're asking to go 80 laps on a fuel run. I don't think it.
Like, if you're going to do it, you might as well try it. If you're, right. I'll tell you, Faulkingham tried. Macklin tried. Ryan tried. If you're coming around Mike Kelly, why would you? But somebody's coming in. It looks like Macklin, yeah.
And this is a good call by the 30. Come down pit road, get your 4 fresh tires and fill your tank up, and you may lose a lap, but when them guys come down, you'll get it right back, and you're gonna have a bigger lead, to fall back on.
So Brian Macklin is on pit road. It should bring some other people
as well.
Yeah, I think it's gonna bring some other people in. Kevin Brown on pit road. Mike Kelly, you see getting passed by the 81 Paul Crumride. That is fresher tires, by the way. There he goes to the outside. Here comes McAfee's inside. Mike Kelly in a scary situation. Looks like somebody else is at pit road. Tommy Ryan's on pit road, Todd.
Yep. And this is like I had just said about Macklin, this is coming down and trying to basically leapfrog the leader of Daniel Faulkingham. Also on pit road is the 19 of Tyler Dalton.
I want to tell you, by the way, Ryan Howard really cut his truck off through the dog leg before he get right after the other dog leg. He cuts off the coast all the way through the turn. I think he's trying to make it all the way, Todd.
Well, like you said, what has he got to lose?
I mean, it's a gamble. If it's gonna do it.
And I don't think Tommy Ryan, I didn't see him take tires. He may have just taken fuel.
He did take tires. He did.
Okay.
Yeah. Randy Yoakum on pit road as well. Brian Macklin may have only took 2 tires though.
Yeah, Macklin currently running 10th right now after that pit stop.
Yeah, he was only on pit road for 9 seconds.
Now the shifts are focused towards the 2 of Mike Kelly and Daniel Faulkingham.
Oh, he got caught speeding, Todd. There's no way he did not just get caught.
Yeah, Mike Kelly now coming down pit road as well.
If Faulkingham got caught speeding here,
yeah, that's his race.
Yeah, that's championship. Yeah, that's championship going. He came in super hot, like he smoked them coming all the way in. There's no way he did not get caught. He's in his box. We'll see. I'm going to watch his pit stop here.
Meanwhile, while we're waiting on that, Ryan Howard has assumed the lead. I don't know.
There's no way. Maybe there is, I guess. I don't know how. Here's the entry the pit road people want to see. Maybe he did get slowed down in time. Maybe I'm just... He got into the apron super early.
Well, right now, he's in a battle with Tommy Ryan right now for... looks to be like the 10th position.
Man, if he didn't get caught, that is the closest I've ever seen that come to it. That was close.
Yeah.
The Bentley Glasses actually, this just shapes up. Actually, Brian Macklin is one of the freshest tires. He's up in front of even a lot of these guys. He's at the start-finish line right now. Bentley Glasses just coming out turn 4, so Macklin could turn this around a little bit. Who knows? Here comes the pass by the way. Tommy Ryan battling
Ryan Howard there, getting his lap back. Tyler Dalton jumps to 13th. Still a lap down, but I mean, if you're Ryan Howard now, I know you're trying to make it the rest of the way, but you're giving up so much time to these guys. I mean, right now you are leading by 3.6 seconds, but
and right now the Brian Macklin machine is on fresh tires and staff. He is 19 seconds back. I can't tell you he's still saving.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to try something if you're him. Like, I get it. I mean, you're out of the championship right now, so you got to do it.
Yeah, Daniel Faulkingham has now gone to 8th. Bentley Glasser gone to 9th. Tommy Ryan now up to 10th. Getting around Jeff Ryan. Mike Kelly getting around Brian Boris Cook for 14th.
Yeah, and honestly, a lot of this could change. Like I said, their top 5 have not been on pit road, plus Doug Simone has not been on pit road, plus Jeff Ryan has not been on pit road. There's a lot of cars that have not, or trucks that have not been on pit road.
Right.
I'm sitting here looking. I don't know if Ryan Howard will have enough to make it personally.
I don't think he does either. Now, I will say this. He is saving a little tire while doing this as well, depending on how much he's already used up his equipment, but he's not really pushing that hard, so... Daniel Faulkingham now to 7th. Mike Kelly to 13th. Macklin to 5th. As you see now, these guys with fresher tires starting to creep up further, towards the top of the board.
Macklin's about 2 seconds behind, or in front of Daniel Faulkingham. Is Scott Simeon saving as well?
I think
saw. He is not. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I'm going to be personally honest with you. If Ryan Howard does go on the winner's race, I wouldn't hate it.
I mean, no.
We haven't seen
I
him win.
wouldn't hate it either.
He deserves one and then a few more.
Did you see Macklin getting around? I believe that is the 21.
Yeah, Mike Montesi.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think Howard's going to actually be able to hold Macklin
It's
off.
tough. That's the thing. It's really very tough. To be able to do. Bentley Glasser getting around Jay Randall Watkins for the 7th position. Joey Woods, William Kevin Brown just making a pass on Doug Simone, and then Daniel Faulkingham put a pass on Jose Polanco. And here comes Faulkingham underneath Mike Montesi. This is for 4th place.
Yeah, with 20 to go here, now coming to 19 here once they cross the start-finish line. Macklin being 14.7 behind Ryan Howard. Like I said, I just don't think there's enough time for Ryan Howard to hold the rest of these guys.
I'm going to be honest with you, Todd. I think if he's got enough gas to make it, I think he can. If he can keep saving, there is a chance. The reason why I'm saying that, Ryan Macklin has only gained 7 seconds in the last 8 laps. Or, I'm sorry, 7 seconds in the last, 10 laps. There's a chance. Now,
there is a chance, but you're asking your fuel mileage to.
Man, that is a lot. You're talking 80 laps. That is a lot. That's 5-2, by the way.
I believe the Astros are ahead. Oh boy. Well. Kevin Brown going to 11th. Brian Boris Cook and Sigmund getting around Watkins. I believe
Watkins
the 27 is on. Yep.
So I'm wondering, now he hasn't been saving. Really, we're watching Scott Simley and them too, because if they hit pit road, now Simley hasn't been saving at all.
No,
I've heard, so.
Kind of curious to see.
So
when was the last time the 12 came down pit road?
The same lap that Howard did.
Which was
67 laps ago now. So here's the thing. Brian Macklin, over the last 3 laps, only gained 1 second.
So now maybe tires are starting to equal out.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely going to happen. So give me an idea. Ryan Howard's last lap was a 29-second lap. Macklin's last lap was a 28.4. Now, Faulkingham's 28.1. Okay, so Faulkingham is faster, way faster. Now, we'll say Ryan Howard this lap actually put down a 28-second lap. Let me hop back on board and see if he's saving. This is very interesting. Now, he's still saving. He's still clutching.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's the thing, man. You carry so much speed in these corners, with this corner being kind of long. You've got to let off that long anyway, so you might as well clutch it and save some.
We got a good battle here for 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, Macklin and Faulkingham.
A little bit of contact.
This is not what Faulkingham wants. He don't want to be caught up behind him. Why would you?
Right. I mean, right now, Faulkingham, he needs a win, and he also needs to win next week in order to have a chance at this championship.
At this moment, these guys need to gain 1 second a lap to catch Ryan Howard.
And I don't see it happening because they're running side by side.
Yeah, there's no way. I'm going to be honest. If Howard is good, and I don't know how close he is on fuel mileage, I mean, look, Faulkingham still can't get around him. This is not good for Daniel. I mean, granted, it's better than what it could be. because Tommy Ryan is not. He's top 5, okay? That is the thing. He is top 5. The only thing is, Daniel Faulkingham, if he finishes even 3rd or even 2nd, he's only going to gain like 3 points all the time.
Right.
That's not a lot. He was down by 16, so he would have to finish 13 spots better next week. Maybe even 12, because I don't know if Ryan's led a lap, so probably 12.
Right, as you see, Faulkingham still running next to Brian Macklin, trying to find a way to get around him get a little close coming out of the dog leg. It does look like the 39 is going to be able to clear the 30. Looks like Macklin trying the crossover out of turn 4. Not going to be enough.
Yeah, now here's the thing with Faulkingham. He did get clear of Macklin. He's gonna be way faster than Howard. But now it's like they're still 10 seconds back. Now they're still got to make up like 1.2 seconds each lap.
Right, and
I don't think that's possible. I really don't.
Yeah.
Not with the lap tires evening out now. Now it all depends if Howard has it. I mean, Howard's still saving. Finley is not saving, and he is running Howard down. Now,
yeah, I'm riding on board with Ryan Howard right now. Yeah, he's braking early and he's clutching.
Yeah, in 1 and 2 he's not clutching, but listen to him through the corner. Like as soon as he gets halfway out to the dog leg, like right here when he comes up, like now. I mean,
yeah.
And he's letting it coast. That's the thing. That's why he's not giving. I mean, look, he's going so much speed. He's actually pushing up the racetrack. So he's carrying a lot of speed still in the corner. It's not like he's slow because he's not.
No.
I mean, it's Phoenix. He's doing it the right way. That's the thing. He's still got a 10-second lead over Faulkingham. Faulkingham's not going to catch him. Not unless there's, he better be watching out a little bit for Scott Simley. Simley has a chance to catch him because he's not clutching. But still, I mean, they're really going about the same time. Like, it's not like he's gaining a lot of time on you. I think Howard's got this. As long as there ain't no caution.
And he can make it, then I think he's locked it up.
So if he does win, I don't know what that's going to do personally for him because he was so far out of it. But you want to talk about a big win, I mean, he would be so happy. Trust me, that'd be like a championship.
He's
Howard
definitely going to watch this 12.
He was 18 points out of the championship. So, I mean, yeah, there's a chance. I don't know what the bonus points are. I know you get a bonus point for leading most laps, so that's the thing Faulkingham's going to have. He's going to get a bonus point for leading the lap, or leading the bonus lap. Plus, you get 3 points, by the way, for winning the race. So, Faulkingham's going to get 2 bonus points.
Okay.
As long as he don't win. Now, if he wins, he'll get 5 bonus points total, which changes the whole thing.
Well, right now, we've got 4 to go.
Yeah.
And the lead is now down to 3/10 for Ryan Howard.
Yeah, now see, Howard's going to have to push here. You can't lay back anymore. There's no way you can. Now, I don't see how he's not safe, but Sidney is. They're the same lap time.
3 to go here at ISM.
And I want to mention Tommy Ryan's battling Brian Macklin for 4th too.
Yeah, I do see that.
Yeah.
And I mean, right now, it's getting close here between the 12 and the 33.
Now Howard just cut his truck off right there. He's still out. Now he's back in throttle. That's the thing. Ryan Howard's finished second so many times. Last time Scott Simley won, by the way, was the first race of the season. So we're looking at some big winners here again. Possibly, unless both of them run out of gas. But I'm saying Ryan Howard's not going to run out of gas. Scott Simley hasn't saved enough. Every time I've been on board, I haven't run saved. Unless he get it early in the run, which is possible.
Right. So right here, Ryan Howard going to be looking for this white flag as they come out of turn 4. And he's got the 12 literally right on his bumper.
He's saving right now, too. He just cut his truck off in 1 and 2. He's short. He's trying to make it. It's going to be close. I don't know. He's stuttering. There he goes.
Here comes 43's out.
Yep. The 12's got to be close.
12.
12 has to be close. Are you kidding me? Either way.
Out of turn 4, Scott Simley. He's out.
Yep.
But he
Scott
will still win.
Here comes Ryan Howard. This is going to be close here at the finish. Ryan Howard trying to beat Daniel Faulkingham. He does not. And Faulkingham will finish second. Wait, did he finish second? Yeah.
Yep.
How about that, Todd? 81 laps on that tank.
Wow.
Howard's still a third place finish. He's going to be sick, by the way.
Yeah.
We may not
come up a half a lap short.
Yeah, we may not even get to interview him. I'm going to be honest. He may not want one. Tommy Ryan does finish 4th. Brian Macklin finishes 5th. Bentley Glasser, Mike Kelly, a good finish. Tyler Dalton, manageable. He's still got a chance definitely at that championship. Kevin Brown, Jose Polanco. How about Jose finishing 10th? He made it, by the way. He made 80 laps too, yeah. And you see Mike Kelly giving Scott the bumper, pushing him back to the start-finish line. They are teammates, by the way. How about that? First win since Daytona, by the way. He ain't going to be able to do no burnouts, but he'll just look pretty sick there. So we're going to talk to him. Let me pull him in. Scott Simley with a big win here, and we will talk to him right now. Scott, it's Adam and Todd up in the booth, man. You got a copy.
Yes, I do.
First win since Daytona, and it was a great. I don't even know how you managed to save that much fuel. Talk about it. You did run out coming to the line, but you was able to get the win.
Yeah, I was close. You know, I was looking early, and it was, you know, just trying to calculate it out. It was, if you drove hard, and I knew if I drove up there, I was probably going to be 4 laps short. But if I drove easy, it was probably looking around 1, and so I just thought, I'm not really losing any positions. I was staying there around that. I think it was about 11th. I just kept riding it, and the mileage kept working out about dead even. And I thought, well, let's just run this pace and see if we can pull it off, and it worked.
Talk about running this racetrack. This is it was very tough to pass. It's typical ISM. We know the update's coming tomorrow with the new configuration, but talk about this one.
I actually like that high side better, but with the saving on fuel, I was letting out early and then getting low and trying to make it the short way around the track to be able to make it on fuel. But to be honest, it still felt good at the end to me, just because obviously I drove it more easy that whole run. But yeah, it was a good time.
For sure, man. First win since Daytona and a big one at that. Shout outs and all that you want to give out.
Yeah, the Sim500 putting on the league always. You guys, Mike, my teammate, just working together and kind of coming up with a plan. You know, just how it worked out. That was pretty cool. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that and watching that. I don't know what, you know, I was kind of running my own race, but I don't know if I couldn't see what else was really going on, if there was a lot of racing side by side. But track's a lot of fun. I've always liked Phoenix, so I'm just good to have one work out this way finally. Usually a caution falls if you go that pace and you don't get to run up front where you want to, and so it was a risk doing it, but I thought, I'm not in the chase, I'm not for points, so I thought we'd just try it, and it worked out.
For sure, man. Go see if you can get your teammate a championship next week as well. You want to give any shout outs?
No, just you guys, thanks again. It's fun watching the broadcast, and you know, hopefully people enjoy watching it, and just a good group of guys to be able to run a race like that. I'll agree.
For sure, man. Hey, good job tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, it is Daniel Faulkingham, who definitely did not make it easy on himself next week, but does have a chance in winning that championship. And Daniel, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Led the most laps. There's bonus points for that. I know you wanted to win because that would have gave you 3 more as well. Still finishing second. Still has a chance to win that championship next week. Talk us through it.
Yeah, definitely knew we had the speed, and unfortunately one untimely stupid yellow. Man, I didn't think people could make it, but somehow Scott Simley managed to make it work, and Ryan Howard also managed to make it work. So that's pretty frustrating when you literally have the best truck all race and then you just lose fuel mileage like that. It's so stupid, but they made it work, so hats off to them. But I feel like this tonight and next week were must-win situations. So But I mean, we're gonna give it all we got next week. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty. I'm gonna be pretty ashamed if we don't at least have a battle with the championship somehow, because I felt like we should have a big shot at it. But we're gonna go all hell for leather next week. That's for sure.
This place very tough. It seemed like to pass. I knew he was out front for most of this race, but it did look like a tough place to pass as well.
Yeah, for sure. When I was trying to go get Macklin there, who had five laps fresh tires, then he usually was able to hold the outside lane. There's a lot of grip on the outside compared to the bottom too. So he was able to hang on really well. But thankfully, I wore him out enough where I could get underneath him and whatnot. So yeah, that was lucky for us, and we were able to get that. And thankfully, with how that whole sequence ran out too, I was able to get by Howard before the line, and Howard managed to beat Tommy. So that's a point. That's another point we gained on Tommy. But like I said, I wish we could have won the race. But when you lose a fuel mileage like that, it's pretty frustrating. But it's whatever. Shouldn't even be in the spot anyway if it wasn't for what happened last week. But like I said, we're gonna give it all we got to hopefully go win this championship. I feel like we deserve to win it. I feel like we were one of the favorites coming in this round. So I want to end it on. If we can't win it, I at least want to end it on a good note, because I want to show this field who really should have been it this season. But like I said, we're gonna go for it next week, and it ain't gonna be for a lack of trying.
For sure, man. Shout out to all that. You know what to do.
Yeah, I gotta thank First Rate Bay Left 207 for all they do, for all the support. I gotta thank you guys for on the broadcast. You guys put on a good show every single week. I gotta thank everyone who runs the show at Sim500, Joe Cattina, Brian Macklin, and the whole crew. Thanks to everyone who comes out and races each and every week. Gotta thank Team Name, Kevin DeBrown and Doy Woods who raced tonight. I gotta thank snapmobile.shop snapmobile.shop for all they do for the series. Thank all the fans who comes out and watch us each and every week, and thanks to all the fans who watch each and every week, and thanks to my friends and family for watching as well.
I know you want the championship, and I would agree. You definitely was one of the favorites, that's for sure. Good luck next week, man.
Yeah, we're going to give it all we got. You won't be disappointed, that's for sure.
Hey, thanks, man. All right, next up, it is Ryan Howard. Dude, Ryan, can you lose any more races anyway?
I didn't even know I finished third, so I didn't even know I had an interview, man. I'm pretty PO'd.
I agree completely. We was talking about, I told Todd, I said he's probably pretty upset. Talk about that, man. Honestly, I rode on board with Scott a lot. I don't see how he was able to save more, because I rode on you from really when you started saving, and I really don't see where the fuel mileage came from him, man, compared to what you were saving.
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell me if you topped off. We were just asking that, me and Tommy, but yeah, it makes no sense to me. I started sputtering. I still had 0.2. All I had to do was clutch it through 3 and 4 like I had been doing for 30 laps. And yeah, I don't know what happened there, because initially we started that run and I was 2 to the good. I guess when you start clutching it to save more fuel, it burns more fuel. So I'm at a loss. We had that one. I felt like all I had to do was get through 3 and 4, and I could have held Scott off to get to the checkered. And sure enough, I looked down and I still had 0.2 in the tank, and it started sputtering. So
yeah, it really.
I really thought we had that one.
It threw us off for a loop as well. I was like, how in the world did he not have enough? But Scott did. It didn't make a lot of sense. Talk about this place, man. Tough to pass, and I know you wanted to win because somehow it keeps eluding you. You really lost every race this season, finishing within the top 3. It seems like you've lost about every way now.
It is, man. It's frustrating. It's Phoenix, man. It's my home track, so I love it. But on this sim, it's just so difficult to make any runs on anybody. And hopefully, I didn't even know I heard the new one's coming out tomorrow. So hopefully they took some grip away or added some grip strip or whatever they do here in real life to make it a little bit funner to race on. I love the old track. It's probably my favorite track. It was great. And then the reconfig, I just haven't been as good here. It's still fun because you still have to, there's still some management in it, but it's just so hard to get a run on anybody. And then when you add shifting into the equation, it gets a little ridiculous. So man, I really wish we could get a win this season. We ran up front all year, and I'm just glad. Actually, looking back on that, I'm kind of glad we got third out of that, because I thought I saw Tommy pass us.
It was close.
Yeah, we needed that for the week that we got caught up in that wreck last week. So we're gonna have to go into Atlanta and just maybe wreck them all.
Hey, do what you got to do, man. Shout out some of that you want to give out.
Yeah, I gotta thank my teammates. good runs. I think your Tommy, I think, was right behind me. He definitely has the shot at the championship, I felt like, tonight. So he ran up front pretty much all night and probably wishes he could have got a couple more places out of that. But root for him. Thanks for the broadcast. I don't know if I'll go back and watch this one.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm a little pissed off right now.
I deserve it, man. Like, that's the thing we was talking about. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen Scott win. I like Scott and all, but I haven't seen you win. I was actually hoping that you would be able to pull that off because we was both pulling for you. So it's tough.
I keep letting Todd down.
Well, for sure, Derek would have been ecstatic if you would have won. Trust me, he would have been talking about it. Hey, go get him next week, dude.
Awesome, thanks guys.
Buddy. Todd, I do got the points, by the way, if you want to hear them.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough for Daniel Faulkingham to get this. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
So here's what it's going to do. They're coming to Atlanta. Tommy Ryan has a 8-point lead over Mike Kelly. So Mike Kelly can still get the championship, by all means. Tyler Dalton is in that same situation. Faulkingham is going to be, if he leads the most laps and wins the race, Tommy Ryan's going to have to finish 8th or better.
Okay.
For Mike Kelly, if Mike Kelly leads the most laps and wins the race, he's going to have to finish 4th or better. If Tommy finishes inside the top 5, I think it's a wrap, personally.
Yeah.
I think, personally, if he could finish 7th or better, I think he's got it. That's just me. So, we'll see. Thoughts on the race, Todd?
It started out kind of slow in a way. You know, we had some yellows, but then, like I had mentioned, you know, I've seen races end on a long green flag run, and we've seen these guys stretch it out. You know, 81 laps on a tank of fuel is insane to begin with. Yeah. And, you know, it sucks for the 33 of Ryan Howard, you know, to do all that work for, like he had mentioned, you know, clutching for the last 30 laps of this race, you know, and then to come up, you know, a half a lap short to somebody who wasn't saving. It's just, it's crazy to begin with. And, you know, I tip my hat to them guys. You know, they do a great job at those fuel mileage races. I'm nowhere near that league as far as, you know, saving 80 laps,
That's
you know.
impressive.
But overall, it was a solid race.
I've never seen nobody save that much on fuel. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. I feel really bad for Ryan Howard.
Yeah.
I like Scott Simley. Like I said, I like Scott Simley. I think he's a great guy. Definitely deserves it. But you got to feel bad for Ryan Howard. Once again, another race deleted. Anyway, that'll do it for us tonight, guys. Y'all have a great night. See you tomorrow night. Daytona Red Sox Racing Series. Todd and Adam, we are out. You got anything else you want to say?
I'm all set.
There you go. Y'all have a great night. Take care as always, and God bless.